They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Setting up the screen, Harris. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds. And now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The Chargers still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Herbert now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
5-9. Ready.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Come on.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That complete to Downs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Taylor fights him off. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Hampton. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris running straight ahead. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick?
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Omari and Hampton.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. Now Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Richardson to throw off play action.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Herbert off of play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen now with a chance to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping in behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Richardson.
Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Herbert now. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 5.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Again, it's Hampton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To about the 26 here. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on third down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. To the sideline and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To the air again, Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 49 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That's caught. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, it's Taylor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's free going down the left left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. Herbert to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Herbert now to throw. That is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Pass caught right side by Taylor. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
Richardson to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Richardson.
Well, it is caught. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Here's 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?